What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's on the keys English too. Easy, we got another video today. I tried to record the same type of video like 2 weeks ago, and I got done recording the whole thing, and then once I do the playback, no audio. And when I tell you I was mad, boy was I mad. I wasted all that time recording, and it was no type of sound whatsoever. Like you could hear my voice, but you couldn't hear the audio of the video playing. That's what really just pissed me off. But anyway, we're gonna do this reaction to Lowkey, Fire in the Booth, both parts, part 1 and 2. Of course, you know Lowkey is a very controversial rapper, and of course, you know, as soon as you start talking about the truth, they call you controversial. But let's take out some time. Let's listen to this, okay? But shout out to everybody who's subscribed. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who's really, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's really supporting this channel. We get into that 500 subscriber mark pretty fast. So shout out to everybody who's been subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the likes and comments. I'm telling you, I have so many requests for reactions. I don't think I'll ever run out of a video to do. I don't think I'll ever run out. I don't think I will. But anyway, Lowkey, let's get into it.
Sorry Stuff presents.
Let's make sure the volume is up to a decent level before we start. There we go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Let's do it.
Let's get ready to
Alright, Lowkey, man, we got Lowkey inside. It's time for that fire in the booth. This guy's gonna show you what time it is right now. He's gonna school you, man. This is what you call a hip-hop MC. Lowkey, man, show me what you're about, brother.
Yeah, can you turn up the beat a bit, please? Yeah, okay. Charlie Sloth, Fire in the Booth. One extra, Lowkey. We're about to do this, yeah? Turn up the beat a bit, please, bro. Whether you're in HMV or KFC, HMP or ANE, I make them see AND, let you know the CASE from LDN, not NYC on the MIC. I'm MIB like BIG, the MVP, VIP to the END. EG, my CD is way too DEEP.
First of all, I'm gonna need him to. Like, how do you remember all the letters instead of the words? You know, like to me, it's easier to remember like words than the individual letters, because I guess you can stumble upon them quicker. But hey, it's Lowkey. I remember it's Lowkey.
That goes for your TV screen, DVD or BBC, ITN or ITV, COP say ID please, STOP like IC3, wanna see me hooked to an IVG in the ICU, but I'm NOT, they went OT with the MOB, can't see me through the FOG, don't cuss mothers of SOBs, these MCs are OAPs, when I hype up I'm like OKG, you think you're BAD, get a PEN and a PAD, F the CIA and the FBI.
He said you think you were BAD, get a PEN and a PAD. Okay, keep going.
The MI6 and the MI5. Jump on the A3, then I drive. Turn up the ACFYI. MJ like PYTs. LOL another TYP. IEAT on EID. Twist CID like Levi jeans. DIE like BMP. EDL just BFGs. Youths don't want no GCSEs, they want COD on the PS3. I'm like DP or PE or KRS from BDP. On your MP3, send it to your MP or MTV. You're not on this thing like ADD. Your CD, I rate PG like A. With AKs, my AKA is AA. Take you off the road ASAP. DDT, these JLS MCs. What you just saw basically is how to murder the ABC. Cause I'm back in the booth. Rappers wanna chat about the strap they got stashed in the back of the booth, but I chat to the use. Abstract or backpack my attributes and stack to the roof. I capture the truth. Pour on tracks for my views and I sell it out the back of the boot. I'm positive, you're negative, you're whack and confused. I'm back in the fact is your dad's in the room. Ain't a chat that you rappers can battle with. Any track that I spat is immaculate. Every track that I smash I'm attacking it. Heard you rap, found your tracks are inadequate. Your CD was cack, it was crap, I'm dashing it. You full of fashion, with rap I'm passionate. Blood starts splashing, you whip you dashing it. Said you were packing, I'm acting the back of it. Busy, I'm busy, I'm really a brilliant guy. It's gritty, but really.
Oh God, he's here we go. Here we go. He's starting to kill it. Okay. Let's get ready. Okay. We just getting warmed up here. This is gonna be a long video. Okay. I'm just getting warmed up here. Okay. I hope you know that.
The city is mine, if you diss me, pity the city, biddy the track from Bricky to Piccadilly to Mississippi, I'm live, get milli, a few milli vanillas, give me the vibe, get shake it out, Willie spitting the wittiest rhymes, uncivilized, ignorant, diligent type, and I victimize an idiot a million times. Hey, we raise and spray flames, take snakes off the road like AA, so waste braids, vacate and make space, you bait fakes, ain't straight, you stay fake, we chase papes, you chase dames like babes, wait on a lay, you date rape to save face, in the same place we maintain.
He said on the late, you date rape to save face. That's kind of harsh, son. It's like,
and ain't changed, we make tapes that rate pace that. We live this from Lisbon to Ipswich, for instance. Oh look, came for a quick fix, you limpid and biscuit, you nitwits, a monster, a beast. When I stomp on the beat, if the nonsense you speak is not gonna cease, I'm conscious but leave unconscious. MCs don't respond to the beef if your nonsense and knees get hell up on the rhythm when I kill him with a lyrical. Finish up my dinner then I drill him with a syllable. Don't really care what you did or what you didn't do. Little fools are minuscule, spitting isn't difficult. You found your mind cause I'm out on mine. Compound saying came for the crown and grime. I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. I'm a fountain of acid, you're alkaline. You alcoholics are out of line. Got a mountain to climb if your mouth is lame. Bow to his highness, I'm bound to shine. Let me coach you on vocals and how to rhyme. Think I'm vexed with your indirects. If I spit rhymes next, I will slip 5 next. I'm a big time threat to you, sly vets. This guy lives life inside stress. I'm the best in the game, not impressed with the fame. I'm testing my aim. If I send for your name, the successful or lame.
I think when he pauses, he's bleeping out the cuss words. I think that's what he's doing because there's no, like this just the random pauses. I think he's bleeping out the cuss words. I think that's what he's doing. Okay. I was trying to figure out what he was doing that whole time.
They kept it the same, but whatever the weather is destined to change. Couldn't give up for your creps and your chains. You slobber on the mic like a given brain. I'm mental.
Hopefully, is this quality get any better? No, it's 360p. Okay. I forgot. This is 8 years ago, so yeah, the quality would not be that great.
Range crush temples and frames. My pencil will end you like petrol and flame. Burns like syphilis. You nerds are privileged. When I die, you can say that you heard the sickest spit. My verse is limitless. The earth is spinning quick. Pure words are wickedest that I murk the rhythm with. Heard you were good. It's a shame that you're not. Don't care about your chain or the fame that you got. Keep my name on your brain, cause I came for you. You cap though with your rap flow, but your back though, keep your pack low. Crack go back home, this monster is stronger than Castro's backbone. I attack those little fat bow cats soul. Don't ever get arrogant, don't start panicking. Phone your management, mumbling, manner in the manner getting mad again. Don't care about your swagger, man, I'm on medallion. What's the matter then, maggot, where's your magnum in madness? Man, them are missing like Madeline. I've been badder than you and your bagger men. What's happening when I kill him with a pad and pen? Ain't got the bars in your pad to match me. I'm so fast, you should catch a taxi. Have you got the picture like paparazzi? You lack the facts to go back to back, people.
You got the picture like paparazzi.
When I watch you rap, it's like crazy comedy. I gotta don't rate fake G policy. Your awards, I don't rate these nominees. Just little fickle Jay-Z wannabes. Hobos are old, though it's so true. No promo, logo, a photo shoot, postcode, and your mobile too. My opponents are hoping I won't go true. I'm certainly burning these burglars, verbally murking these murkers till mercenaries murder me. Bursting and turning your Burberry, Burgundy, Guernsey to Germany, Jersey to Bermondsey. True rhyme, ain't got a pen.
Oh my, he's already been like, he killed that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
you could use mine, ain't staying underground like a tube line. I'ma come through and shine in due time. Said I can't do grime genre crosser. Nonsense stopper, consonant stomper. The conscious monster, the freedom fighter. Deepest writer, beat up ciphers. The people's rhyme are bound to get iller. The sound effect filler. The Malcolm X spitter. The alphabet killer. Not a player, hater. Lady dater. Maybe later a baby maker. I get slept on like old pajamas. Will I blow up like boats in a harbour? You spit fire, I'm molten lava. Flow so cold I scold your father. Sold your soul for gold and Prada. Who do you know whose flow goes harder? It's over, partner, you know the answer. Drop bombs on the rhythm, no Obama. Baseline murder, a fake guy hurt of the raceline hurdle, a face flying all over the place like furniture. I'm back so hard, might break my vertebra. Beat breaker, heat taker, sheet of paper cremator. Since a teenager, DJs can't be weak ARs, cause if they do, they get PAR'd. I'm back, so let me eat. The facts are very deep, you cracks will never see. I rap to any beat, pack the pen and P. Practice every week, attack the melody and smash my enemies. Not a sembro, but you getting dull with a bent flow. Jacking off Jay-Z like a little klepto. And the tempo went slow, done a lot in my lifetime, ask retro. Everybody bow to the king cause it's back. Whether or not radio is rinsing this track, forgetting ours and it's that cause I'm bridging a gap. You think it's just rap, but it's big.
Forget Nas and his dad because I'm bridging a gap. Like, Nas is from Queensbridge. Like, bridge.
than that if it's fit for track. Got the gift of the gap, what you spit is just blood stick to the facts. You itch like a cat that's addicted to crack. I'm sick of you brats, so you swag. I'm ready G, any beat I will damage very deep, whether it be grime or garage. Enemies better flee, I won't have it. You'll never be ahead of me, you blind old maggot. If you really live crime, don't chat it. If you really got a 9, go grab it. Then if you're live, don't hide, don't panic, just ride like a psycho that might go manic. Don't settle with the rest, cause I'm better than the best, not just clever. Yes, I'm intelligent and bless you. Better invest in some weapons and invest you. Veterans are vexed, irrelevant and stressed. Keep telling us you rep, but you never get respect. You're fed up cause 7 of your regiment's a mess. You could get a bit of press, but an axe on your neck ain't credit, it's a debt. I'm here for the peace to save all the nonsense. Murk it, whether a rave or a concert. When I'm on stage, make way for the monster. Key to the game, I came, saw and conquered. Spit all your bars, I spray more for longer. You spit broad as chainsaws are stronger. You're a boxer, wait, you're a mobster. Ain't got time for fake forward imposters. I'm the champ, deep MC, and it's blatant.
I guess he gonna use one beat the whole time. Okay. I ain't hating. I'm just saying, you know, maybe his sound on a different type of, maybe him on a different type of beat, like a slow type beat, like a slower beat. Like that would really test his lyricism, because you know you can fit more words into a 4, into like a 1 2 on the 1 2 3 4. You can fit more words on a slower beat.
But tramps wanna sleep on me like a pavement. When I speak, I leave them chiefs in amazement. Meanness, genius, I'm free like a mason, but I don't speak with police at the
Meanness is genius, I'm free like a mason. Okay, I see you.
station. I'm writing my rhymes, you're completing your statement. Running from the swine while you're eating your bacon. Don't rip beats, I'll beat them and break them. Most MCs don't believe them or rate them. It's no secret, these leaks are just hating. Keep on saying that my team isn't flaming. Liar with fire like them cheese that you're blazing. Double P trouble, we don't be an invasion. Test us, get left deep in the basement. Don't care whether you're from Ealing or Leighton, Middle East and Asian. Little man never did exams, got a particular bigger plan. Flipping grams on a bigger man in his gang, gave him a stick to bang. Or maybe just hold, cause no one thought he would kill a man. Till he got a silly bitty villain chilling in the jam. Sipping champs, riff in his hand, triggered in the jam. Bang, bang, biddy, bang, biddy, biddy, bang. Now he's in the can, thinking damn what a pity fam. Rappers are yapping and flapping their lips about how they're packing and clapping their sticks. Has to be big, the impact it has on the kids. Tell me where the factory is when the government killed it, just stacking their chips. You wonder why the youth, them are strapped in it. If not,
the government is killed, they're just stacking their chips. Big facts. When they, you know what I'm saying? People make money off you dying. People make money off you dying. You dying feeds their family. Remember that. They got people that it's their job. It's their job. They get paid when you die. Remember that.
I9 is a knife getting jabbed in your ribs. People die for the petrol and gas in our whip. In London, you get shanked in the heart. Still the government put more tax in Iraq. Ignorant little spitters are talking.
He said in London you get shanked in your heart, but the government still put more tanks in Iraq.
Greasy, cause they bitten bitties that they saw on TV. All you rap about is the holes in the dough. It's already too late, you sold them your soul. You jokers act like you know, but you don't, cause there's little kids dying all over the globe. So many men say they're revolutionary, but they don't really know what revolution would mean. It would mean blood, and it would mean pain, but it could be us who bring that change. Little hypocrites are spitting typical nonsense. I'm a black fool cause of political content. Laugh at my people while you criminals bomb the militant on the rhythm. I'm killing you on the song then. History you won't read in the textbook. Kunta Kente, I bleed from my left foot. Never see me on the TV.
Kunta Kinte, I bleed from my left foot. Again, if you didn't know, in the slave days, the ones that were in danger of running away, they would get their foot cut off. So it'd be hard. It's hard to run away with one foot.
TV with Jedwood told the BBC they need me on Westwood. Big up Charlie Sloth. Real hip hop, yeah? Fire in the booth. They're lying sleeping like they're tired of the truth.
Somebody please bring me some water, man! Run, pick me up!
Alrighty then, I don't feel like hearing him yell the whole time. I don't feel like hearing him. Let's get to part 2. Part 2, let's get it.
Next show.
I know you gonna dig this.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, fire in the booth. Much anticipated part 2. Hold tight suspense. Listen, if they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep.
If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. Guys, Zapatistas, alright, Zenith, sinking the zebra, zigzagging zealots, launched the zombies and Zionists, he's zen in the zodiac, fire in the booth, it's the rostry in the zonies, like yapping like Yokozuna in Yemen, YouTube and yoga, Yokozuna in Yeovil, yodeling in your rover, yelling you're the yardstick of yesteryear, like you're bored, they're yearning, I'm yawning, this is like a Yeti versus Yoda, I'm an X-ray in zero.
Is he going from Z to A? He's really going from Z to A. Wow. My man's went deep in the dictionary for that. Find all them Z words, especially when you get the words, the ones that don't have a lot of letters like Z, X, Q. You know what I'm saying? Those letters near the end of the alphabet. I like that. See, anybody who can do that is dope, man. It's crazy. Like. There's no.
Sonic savior to the X-Men, Eximus, like your Xanax to an extent. A wonderful world is waiting where weapons wage war, we're reaping who's winning. We wish them well while wicked wits and webs are weaving. They rip us to a reason, words of wisdom won't weaken. Witness these whatless while waffling with their weekend. Their word in is Wikipedia, virtually void of vitals versus visceral vintage, more vivid videos going viral on your uncle that understands. Now it's us with the upper hand. We were underlings, underrated, unhuman to Uncle Sam. There are those thinking tactics to take the throne, though the truth tends to be told through their thesaurus takes its toll. Slither with snakes, stipulate systems to sell your soul. Secretly seek social stratification set in stone. Regiments ravage the region, now it's right for reparations. Rendered refugees can't retract or repair ramifications. Quest across the quarrels on quintessentially qualified critters quake. Quality of my quotes can't be quite quantified. People pass me.
Oh God, he's killing that dog. Oh my God.
Surely pay the price for passivity, pretext of pillage, plunder, prepared to prolong proximity. People's pathology pulverized by this possibility. People power is potent, it's the peak of positivity. Oligarchs ostracize others, offer obituaries. Overrule or overstand the odyssey. Optimistically, norms of a nascent nation should never negate nature nasty as nefarious. Neocon naysayers for neighbors. This masterful maverick mic man will make you need your maker. Meanwhile, mercenaries maneuver to meet the majors. Lyrically lack luster, literally lack love, lust, living lavish in luxury. Listeners lap up a kaleidoscope of kindness, knowledge, knuckles and kerosene to kill the kleptocracy. Cool the kettle that they kept us in. Jabbing javelins of jingoism, jealousy justified when cheering it. Jobless is journalism, information industry, interlinked with infantry, instrumentalize identity, implant ignorance instantly. Hackers in handcuffs, harvesters of hatred, hand gliding, harbingers of harassment, harbor harmful handwriting, gangsters of globalization, glorify glitz and the glam. Give us guidance to the graveyard, they got the gift of the gap. It's
Oh, they give us guidance to the graveyard. You got a gift to the gap.
how they fabricate the folklore of defeat and fund funds for freelance fighters and fawn over fights for freedom. Economics, everything, exploitation and epidemic, exhausting environments easy, but the dividends are deadly. Don't dare dream of doing different. Dread our destructions.
How do you remember all that? Like, I don't get how you remember all that. Like, how do you remember all the stuff you said for that specific letter? Like, your memory has to be ridiculous. Like, because he has at least 6 or 7 words for each letter. Like, wow, okay.
Definitely coming as the catalyst. Clamor for the capital, can't counteract the cycle. The catastrophe could cancel. Ooh.
And this is no phone either. This is without a phone. You see, his phone is over there. His phone is sitting over there. Like, he's doing this just off the top of his head. Wow.
Orders to bed, bombarded with the broken, basically bribery beckons business. We are beholden, though accurate answers to all of the above aren't available. I attack the alphabet again and aced it just to aim at you. They say anything is attainable. Attack the alphabet again and they.
Perfect.
Man like Lowkey in the building! Hey, you're a savage, bro!
Much love, bro.
Hey, first time you come in to kill the alphabet, assassinated it. And just to take the mickey, you come in and kill it backwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Much love, bro.
Man like Lowkey in the building!
Thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure, my G!
Yeah, man.
You ain't done yet, though, are you?
I ain't done it all. Let's do it.
Let's get it, bro!
Let's do it.
Oh, you got that Beanie Siegel beat. That song, if you look up that song, Still Got Love For You by Beanie Siegel, that's the same beat.
Yeah.
they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep.
This beat is beautiful, man. Oh my goodness.
If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep.
Turn up!
How can I do a fire in the booth when I'm trying just to maintain? And since you don't hear the word fire in the same way, heard screams, splutters and them gasping for air. That's not bars in a booth, it's so hard to compare. If I use fire as a metaphor, does that disrespect the people that are never more? How does that bone sound to those that bled in war that we never saw? Remember when they settled scores with metal swords at Skeletor? Chinese made gunpowder, Nobel invented dynamite. They say the guilt in his mind compelled him to design the prize. We know what Einstein's mind was like. How many geniuses we never knew that were deprived of life. I can't philosophize on moral facts.
But you know what? I see that he's on his phone, but I'm not mad. Okay, you know what? Y'all are so critical with these freestyles. Like, oh my God, he used his phone. That's not a freestyle. He used his phone. Okay, most of these rappers that don't use their phone, they spitting lyrics to a song that's gonna come out in 4 months. So you can't say anything. Okay, you use the phone. Okay, did you enjoy the freestyle? Like I don't get too wrapped up in that. I'm not mad. Okay, like people are so critical. Like that's the thing. People always so critical, but then let you come up there. Oh, and how about you did it, and you don't have a phone, and see how hard it is to remember your lyrics. Okay then.
In flames, we don't have to apologize or qualify our pain. Degremphalize our loved ones of the colonizer's name. Should we let the corporate media lobotomize our brains? You are beautiful. No matter how this life disfigures you, you're beautiful. Even if that image you emulate isn't you. I don't know if history is linear or cyclical, but no, I'm ridiculed for making invisibles visible. That's why Plato said banish poets from the Republic, cause they know that we can shake the social system and disrupt it. The land of liberty, they tell us leave it or lump it. When Trump comes to the country, we hope he chokes on his crumpet before we sink in the
he called me chokes on. Talk, boy.
ocean. Consider this as an omen. Nature's blessings are ours just cause we think that we own them. Never think that you're broken or think that you're no one. Remember, a rope is strong because of strings interwoven. Would they love you more if you mock the people that you're from? Self-orientalize and believe that you belong. Overcompensate and propagate the image of the imbecile, not uninvolved. Even though you're further from the killing field, take solace in the fact there's always cracks in the monolith. Now we're practically lobbing bricks like Asterix and Obelix. Distracted with gossipists, twisted news and interlude to adverts. No hidden clues to listen to, it's pitiful.
Perfect.
Rosa Luxemburg gave us the simple truth. You won't feel your chains till the day you begin to move. He photographed the corpse and they flung him in the cage. Those that signed off on the cladding are still receiving their wage. Helicopters hover close, pictures for the front page. Tried to speak, all I really felt deep was numb rage. How could they see this pain at such a young age? Leaning out the window screaming for help, but none came. If it bleeds, it leads. The trauma tourists, they gravitate. Shock doctrine in effect, disaster capitalists salivate. Privatization, deregulation and austerity. 0-hour contracts, exploitation and precarity. Adults didn't make it, the children to be fostered. Save pennies on the block, drop 20 million on the opera. We see through your cold plans, your program is done. We don't want a prime minister that holds hands with Trump. We don't.
Oh, he telling. Like, hey, man, when will people realize, man, all these countries are working together? That's why it's called the United Nations. It's everybody working together to initiate the New World Order. He even talks about a New World Order in the Bible. Unfortunately, I'm terribly terrible. I'm not well versed in that. I can't give you the direct scripture, but it quotes it in the Bible about there being a New World Order. All these countries are working together. When will people not realize, oh, the United States is enemies with Russia? No, they're not. They're working together. And you keep forgetting, China is buying up all the land. China is buying up the U.S. territories. Can you explain the fires in California? You keep forgetting that U.S. owes debt to everybody. The U.S. has a massive debt they owe to other countries, and all these other countries is coming to collect. Oh, we can't collect your money, or we'll just take some of your land. And I guess some of that land up in the California hillsides is beautiful, especially where those rich people live. Some of that land is beautiful. Probably a lot of natural resources underneath that land. So what's the best way to clear out space for natural? What's the best way to clear out space? You burn the trees. And how do you burn the trees, we say? Let's say that there's been videos of the helicopters dropping fire onto the forest. And I say, well, it's called controlled burning. How can you control a fire? You can't control a fire. A fire is going to go where a fire wants to go. You can't just say, oh, your fire is only going to burn here, but it's not going to burn over there. The fire will do whatever it wants. A whole house can be burnt in 5 minutes if a fire is not attended to. So how you going to control a fire?
When DJs doing shows on military compounds, can't trivialize fire or hear any more bomb sounds. How can I smile when I know the remains are still not found? And echoing in my mind is exactly how the sobs sound. They say we're criminals for syllables and stanzas when they subsidize the killers, tools, the pillagers and bankers who were the engines of history. People like me and you who got massacred for the right to vote at Peterloo. It was Imagineers and the artists that talk about the martyrs, William Cuffey and the chartists. Rebel and resist, even through something small. Create windows with words and mirrors where once were rules. Manure contributes to the beauty of a rose. Why can't we accept our pain as something that helps us grow? They wonder why songs that make you cry are more moving, cause crying's the only thing that we were born doing. They tell us tea is tradition to the English. When I look around this island, not a tea plantation in it.
There's no tea plantations in England, and guess who's working in the tea plantations? People that are my skin color, that are my skin complexion. People that are working in tea complexions, getting paid $1 a day. Maybe. You got people like me, you got not like me, people who are my skin complexion or darker or lighter, working on these tea plantations for little to no wages, while people just enjoy the tea. People don't understand where it comes from. You wearing $200 shoes, you wearing $200 Jordans that cost $15 to make, and somebody in a shop worked 16 hours a day just to make that $200 pair of Jordans that you want to show off on social media. And of course, these big business owners don't care about what happens down below. Once you get to a certain point, you don't care about what happens down there. You don't.
Grey gave 20 million to the slave traders, multipolar world. Now the Indians are space raiders. Freedom to be even or merely alienate labor. Freedom for fossil fuels to desecrate and invade nature. Albert was an immigrant. Prince Philip is an immigrant. Where the Celts, Normans and the Anglo-Saxons English then. The word sugar, cotton and rice come from Arabic. Now we import democracy to civilize the Saracens. Analyzing planets when this backwater was wilderness. Seems we're still obsessed with immortality like Gilgamesh. Pessimism of intellect, optimism.
Exactly. Everybody wants to be young. You can't. Time waits for no man. No matter how young you look, no matter how much of these creams, how much of these surgeries, how much of these whatever doctor visits, you can't reverse time. Time is undefeated, and time will always be undefeated. You can never stop time.
Of will, where the skin of their victims is Syndrome Buffalo Bill. In times of permanent war, there's always someone to kill. But when life and death are virtual, almost nothing is real. They got my snapshots in a padlock box, but settle with the heavy metal. This is rap, not rock. It's fire in the booth, but man's not hot. I just got genius bars like a laptop shop. They wanna know if I got a flow. or I'm gonna blow back like Geronimo Pratt. Let's rock and roll. I never sold my soul for a pot of gold. Now feel the scholar's solid knowledge in your collarbone. Subject to propaganda that terrifies the slumbered, but the albums still sell. You can verify the numbers. Collectivize or die. Protect your mind or suffer. Life is paradise to some and a paradise to others. While these Twittery teens are sinking in screens and thinking in memes. They blinking this machine is pimping.
Oh, our Twittery teens are what? Hold on, we gotta go back.
Days or day, protect your mind or suffer. Life is paradise to some and a paradise to others. While these Twittery teens are sinking in screens and thinking in memes. They blinking this machine is.
How Twittery teens are sinking in screens and blinking in memes and blinking. Whoa! I didn't even get the whole bar. Woo! My God, you can rewind if you want to hear that again. You know what? I'm gonna help you one more time.
Was while these Twittery teens are sinking in screens and thinking in memes. They blinking this machine is pimping their dreams. I think it's obscene, as sick as it seems. They don't know what lyrical invincibility means. Barged through for part 2, I can't lose. Labels astroturfing, trying to make it look grassroots. Gone are the days we saw.
Labels astroturfing just to make it look grassroots. AstroTurf, fake grassroots.
I see these from the car boot. Sharpshooter shooting harpoons through your chartreuse. So pain in the eyes of a retired fireman, knowing he couldn't save a child, survive the frying pan. When we riot, we disquiet the Leviathan. Forget Iron Man, I got an Iron Lion's diaphragm. My salutation to those with imagination, most anticipated, and that's no exaggeration. The flag doesn't exist. Let me back up that statement. What happens to the nation if the Queen has a tax haven? What's commonsensical is sensible to question. What seems to be a lesson is intellectual repression. Say the thing goes.
I don't even think they pay taxes. The royal family, they don't pay taxes. They don't. I don't think they do. And most of these people who are in power don't pay taxes either. It's just the working people that pay taxes.
As expression of a.
And you know what's crazier? I think I said this before, but there's no law in the Constitution that requires working people to pay taxes. There's no written law. Like, they've had actual members of the IRS challenge the IRS and, of course, lose their job. But there's no written law in the U.S. Constitution that requires people to pay taxes. There's no law. There's no. Like, if these people are breaking their back for 15, 16 hours a day, and you still get a cut, you still got to take a cut of this the federal tax, social security tax, the income tax for this, tax for that, tax for that. You barely getting half of what you really work for.
Aggression, remember there's 2 victims on either side of the weapon. We won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. Listen, check it. Power to those that read bell hooks, power to those that sell books, power to those that know how the inside of a cell looks. All those feeling helpless, forgotten or discarded. Power to the strange fruit they thought was rotten in the garden. Power to those sitting alone, seeking knowledge in the. Power to those feeling stained or your tomorrow isn't tarnished. Power to those that sweep the streets with more knowledge than PhDs. Power to those that keep their keys, return as promised.
Especially, thanks. I'm glad people talk about PhDs, man. Of course, I'm in college right now. But sometimes I do question the benefits of really getting a degree sometimes, because think about it. A degree is a piece of paper to signify that you're great at regurgitating information that some teacher learned out of a textbook that was written by somebody that thinks they know about what happened. Again, remember history, his story. Come on, you got to make that connection. His history, his story. Like, you're telling me that I need to get this piece of paper in order to get a job? It's like, School, I feel like the thing is with school teaches you to be average, you know what I'm saying? School teaches you to be average. School for real can kill your dreams, to be honest. You're gonna, basically, what school teaching you is, you go to public school, you get brainwashed for 12 years, then you go to college, get brainwashed for 4 more years, get you a piece of paper that says, you've been great, you're a great learner from being brainwashed, okay? So, you're supposed to go to a job, you're supposed to work that job, same job 60 years, and then once you can't work no more, retire, and then hope and pray that you have enough money to live the rest of your life without working. So you just living your life, just going around aimlessly. You don't really have a plan because you don't know what's going to happen. Your money can just be going like that.
Please believe, power to those that suffer in silence, those it hurts to hear, power to those that hold the ground, power to those that persevere, power to those that love humanity more than they love style, power to immigrants, probably raising Donald Trump's child, power to the, you can't imagine what sight is, those.
And speaking of that, Donald Trump's wife is an immigrant too. I don't see any type of immigrant policy going up against her. Like, what's the I don't see any type of policy going against her. Her wife is an immigrant anyway. So if you think about it, Caucasians in America are immigrants because they're not originally from America. They're from Europe, and they came to America not being Americans. Like, remember, they had to be taught how to farm on this land. They had to be taught how to farm on this land. They had to be taught how to cultivate the land, how to hunt, how to build structures and all that stuff. So they didn't come with the knowledge already there. Just like you can't tell me that small group of Europeans just went to America and took 12 million slaves from Africa to the U.S. So apparently the first slaves were started in Jamestown in 1615, right? And then the pilgrims supposedly came over to Plymouth Rock in, like, I think it was 1629? I think it had to be after that. So how can you explain slaves if there were reportedly slaves there before they came? Reportedly. I just really doubt. How you gonna pack it's millions of African slaves onto a ship? You really think they'll take, so the most you gonna fit on the ship is probably 400 or 500. So you gonna take 20 ships, just taking them back. You just doing round trips from Africa to the American soil, right? I don't believe that. I believe that we was already here, because there's no way they're going to expend that much effort to bring Africans from Africa all the way to the U.S. Not the U.S. and America. There's no way they would do all that just to bring the people from there all the way to America. There's no way. Just like they enslaved the Native American people that were already there. So it means they enslaved the African people that were already there. There's no way. There's no way you can just bring people just from a whole other country that they probably never seen ever. Like I question the whole thing about Columbus too. Like, whose bright idea was it just to sail into foreign lands, into the because everything, probably the only map they had back then was Europe, Asia, maybe Africa, like the Western Hemisphere of the world. So whose bright idea was it to sail east? No, my bad. It was the Eastern Hemisphere, my bad. Whose bright idea was it to sail west, where nobody's ever been before? Whose bright idea was that? How did they even know there was land down there? How? Somebody just said, just sail west until you find something. What? Do you not realize the stupidity in that? You just sail west until you find something. Like they didn't even know what was down there. What? You telling me somebody just rolled sail west? Like, you get out of here, man. Get out of this. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe none of that.
Staring at the moon and all those working night shifts. Power to the readers, the writers, the illiterate. Power to those that struggle to decolonize their syllabus. Power to the shy ones who will struggle to make friends on the half of humanity worth less than 8 men. Power to those that risk their life to dig the cotton from the ground for the mic I'm spitting on and the phone you're holding now. Power to those that build the stadium they're playing in. Power to those that mowed the grass and stitched the ball that they're playing with. Every rapper that doesn't rap about killing. Power to the builders who build buildings that outlived them. Power to the slaves of ancient Greece, never had the right to vote. Democracy dead like Gary Webb when they imported like it's cold. Power to those that write to prison. Power to those writing home. Power to those writing poems. Power to those that died alone. Power to Curtis Mayfield. Power to Ronald Isley. Power to the fishermen that were forced into piracy. Power for every person that is working in a library. Power to every nurse that we turn to in our times of need. Power to the unions and the miners that should punish. Power to those that drive the buses and those that collect the rubbish. Power to the youth desiring the truth. Power for every rapper that is dying for a fire in the booth. For those that lost limbs to King Leopold's quota and those...
Facts. Nobody talks about Leopold. Nobody talks about Leopold. If you don't know who King Leopold was, there was 3 of them. And between the 3 of them, they killed between 10 to 20 million Africans. From just, I think, especially people from the Congolese, people from the Congo, especially them. They killed 10 to 20 million, might even be more collectively as a unit. Just them 3. But then you don't hear about him. You don't hear about Leopold. But of course you hear about Hitler because he killed Jews. Of course. They smear Hitler all over the wall. I'm not saying Hitler was a good person because he wasn't. There's no justification in senselessly killing people. There's no justification in that. But I'm saying Hitler killed 6 million. Leopold, the 3 of them combined, killed possibly 20 or even more than that million. But you only hear about Hitler because he killed Jews. That's the only reason they throw Hitler out there like he committed capital murder, which he did. But I'm just saying. I thought all was legal in war. Of course it's not legal when it's y'all, but when it's us, we don't even get talked about. I didn't even know about Leopold till like 3 years ago, but I've been hearing Hitler all my life. No?
Asking their lives for the P&O to Dover. Power to union leaders, murder by... Power to victims of this globalized Cosa Nostra. Power to those dying on the shores and the borders. Power to human beings that were rendered fauna and flora. Power to those that, after the stage show and carnival goers, still haunted by Kelso Cole Crane's ghost. Power to Kevin Carter, his picture tours us ever after. So many questions never answered. Remember the last words of عبد المحسن السعدون الأمة تنتظر الخدمة الإنجليز لا يوافقون. Power to El Jawahiri in his rebellions. They killed his brother Ja'far and he cursed the rotten Thamesians. Enlightened despots pursuing tactics Machiavellian. Chinese still preceded Europe a millennium. Think about it. Printed press half a millennium. Never get close. Power to Ken Loach and every volunteer in Lesbos. Cuban doctors sent to Sri Lanka for the tsunami. Power to those that cleaned up after the Bullingdon parties. Kids knowing Apple products before they know what an apple is forgotten like.
Kids knowing Apple products before they know what an apple is.
passengers on the USS Indianapolis dying days before they could see what little boys damage did on the precipice of fascism. My passiveness is cancerous. Power to those strong enough to dream. Power to those that chose not to be a cog in the machine. Power to those that love first and hate never. Power to those that sleep on the streets through grey weather. Power to Aziz Ali and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Power to Norman Baker, David Kelly's owner artery. Power to the genocided population of Tasmania. The internet descends to Trump-tastic fantasia. Let them try quote this. You never find a better diagnosis than collective psychosis. It's getting quite hopeless, but hope is all we have. Trying to cultivate the positive, not focus on the bad, but the globe's under attack. The obnoxious rage of a fake intellectual. Amazing grace in the age of the spectacle. Not the first time they found a race is selectable to raise to the pedestal and desecrate the place that translated the
A racist, you gotta remember, again with the presidents, all of them are related via bloodline. It's a bloodline. So the next president after Trump will be related in some way. You remember Obama said Dick Cheney was his cousin. You can't just single out Trump. Oh my God, Trump is such a racist. Oh my God. No. Trump is just blatant with it. That's why you're mad, because Trump is blatant with it. Obama, like I said, Obama was a sweet talker. Obama was that NyQuil for black people. Obama was the NyQuil. He lulled y'all to sleep. Said, oh, we got a black man in office. Everything will be great. But no. Bombs on Middle Eastern countries that are still a part of Africa. Remember, all those black kids getting shot down by police. And what did he do? Nothing. What did he do? Nothing. Remember, Eric Garner, the only one that got arrested, was the one filming. Remember? It's like my little sister says. Remember? Oh, Trayvon Martin, after he gets killed, his dad becomes a Freemason. Remember? You don't understand. This is business. This is a business, bro. You don't understand. Remember, all these presidents got a different thing about them. Like, Bush was just an idiot. Clinton, he pretended like he was down with black people from the beginning. He said, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, we're making them honorary black people. Like, what the world is wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? I don't trust no politician. I don't trust no politician. I don't care how good they seem in the public eye. I don't care. I don't trust any politician. I don't care how good you make them. I don't care how good he sounds. They're good at verbal. These politicians are good at a thing called verbal stimulation. The other word I'm not going to use because you know what I'm saying. This channel is not. I'm not dirty on this channel. I'm gonna just call it verbal stimulation. They stroke your ego. They get you emotionally aroused. They get you hyped up. Oh yeah, we gotta support him. Yeah. Once they get the public support, they know they can press on with the agenda.
decimal. I don't want to tempt fate. Power to corpse washers like AM day. Power to language learners. Bernie Sanders fans to flag burners. One man's inertia with another man's purpose. In the utopia of song, we are victorious. But the
Again, Bernie Sanders, he was talking about the legalization of marijuana. My thing is about, of course, if they want to do it, then do it. But my thing is, first of all, the dispensaries that will supply this marijuana, first of all, you're going to get taxed. You're going to get taxed heavily. The taxes on that are going to be crazy. And then there's going to be a limit to how much you get. And then it's like, then it's going to be you have to get a medical card to get it. And And then you don't even know what they put in the marijuana. They could put crack in there, and then you all of a sudden get strung out, and you are addict now. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand. Like, do you know if you go smoke it, you can either grow it yourself, or you make sure you know what's in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust nothing that comes from these dispensaries. Like, where do they get it from? Where do they get it from? You don't know where they get it from.
The bittersweet reality's not this glorious. Power to Coltrane watching Malcolm X. Power to Paul Robeson under house arrest. Power to Galileo under house arrest.
Speaking of Malcolm X, I think all these prominent figures, and especially Black history, all of them were used as puppets in a sort of way. You gotta think. Malcolm X was used as a puppet in the beginning of his run because they were using Malcolm X as a divide and conquer weapon, because he was trying to tell people, oh, the white man is evil, the white man is the devil, the white man is hard, the white man just wants to see the black man down, even though that's true in some cases, but it's not true all the time. You can't defeat a system with just one group, with just one people. You need everybody, you feel me? Like, you're trying to teach, white people separate, white people are bad, white people this, white people that, and then you realize once he went to the, what's the houses where the Muslims pray at, the Meccas or the Masjids. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. No disrespect to any Muslims, but he saw white people there, and Chinese people there, and Arab people there. It was not just black people. And then once he realized that the Nation of Islam was using him as a divide and conquer weapon, he called them out. And then that's when, boom, they killed him. Same thing with Martin Luther King. They were using Martin Luther King as a propaganda, as for propaganda. Because let me ask you something. With segregation, do you think segregation really worked to everyone's benefit? Do you think so? Let me ask you. If they did not want you, okay, wait. I'm just giving you an example. Let's say I'm a new property owner in the development, right? And I own co-ops, right? So I'm renting out apartments to people. You keep begging me to let me allow you to have my apartment, to rent one of my apartments. You keep begging me, and I say no over and over again. Then what you do, you start marching outside my door, you start holding picket signs, you start throwing protests and marching, peaceful protests. And you know what? I said, all right, cool. You can come in, but I'm gonna make sure when you get in there, I'm gonna make sure the sinks aren't working. Oh, I'm gonna make sure there's no lights. I'm gonna make sure the plumbing is bad, so the toilets get backed up every time. I'm gonna make sure the sink is clogged up. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you in, but of course I'm not gonna make conditions favorable for you. So that's why I think the thing is, why would the black people back then, why were they trying so hard to integrate with the people that obviously would not let them in? Obviously did not want them there. Why would you constantly try to go where you're not wanted? You saw the big resistance that came even after the Civil Rights Movement, the Civil Rights Act was passed, and even after Brown versus Board of Education was passed. You saw that most of these integrated schools, most of these all-white schools, they did not want black people in the schools, because that's how the system was. Once you mess up a system, things tend not to work. You think that those white people in the 60s, they've had their own for years, for hundreds and hundreds of years. All of a sudden you got black people Oh, they knocking down the doors. We shall overcome. We shall shut that up. What is it? Why are you constantly trying to go where you're not wanted? Why do you want to be so close with the European man? Not just, you can't even call him the white man, it's the European man. Why are you trying to be so close to the European man when the European man has shown to you over numerous decades that he does not want you where he's at? He does not want you living in the same area. He does not want you wearing the same clothes. He does not want you eating from the same restaurants. He even doesn't want you drinking from the same water fountains. So what makes you think that he obviously does not see you as equal? So why are you trying to plead and beg to be seen as equal to somebody who will never see you as equal? Even after look at what happens with integration. And like I said, these are the same people that sprayed you down with hoses in the street. These are the same people that sicked their dogs on you. These are the same people that got Emmett Till killed. And you know what's crazy? The reason Emmett Till whistled is because Emmett Till had his speech defect, and whistling was the only way he could communicate. I'm sorry I'm getting off on a tangent, but I just get passionate about stuff like this. But like I said, Emmett Till could only whistle because he had a speech defect. He wasn't whistling in a flirtatious manner. And of course, the white woman interpreted that as a flirtatious manner, and those 2 or 3 white boys took him to the forest and they did whatever they did to him. What happened to the boy that was found in the gym mat at the high school with his organs removed and newspaper stuffed in his body where his organs were supposed to be? Where's the outcry? Where's the public outrage for that? Why is that school not shut down? Why is there not an investigation into the staff? Because somebody had to know. You got a young man rolled up in a wrestling mat with his organs out. Why do so many black children go missing every year? Why? Why? Tell me that. Why? Why are they never found? Why are so many children getting kidnapped every day of every year? Why? I have a theory. I have one theory for you. Because if you don't believe in organ harvesting, you're a fool. If you don't believe in organ harvesting, you are a plumb dumb fool. I'm sorry to use that word, but you're a fool. You're foolish if you don't believe it. How do you explain the dude? How do you explain the boy with his organs removed? Did you see his body at the autopsy? His whole torso was shrunk in, like the body collapsed in on itself because there was no support from the internal organs because there were none in his body. There were no organs in his body. Oh my God, do you not understand? Oh my goodness. Bro, I know I've been talking for like 10 minutes, but I just get really passionate about subjects like this because it's crazy. At the I'm perplexed on why are you trying to be like someone who does not like you? Why do you want to be involved with somebody who doesn't like you? That's what I'm asking to those who supposedly fought on MLK's behalf. Why? They didn't want you they didn't want you 10 years ago. They didn't want you a year ago. What makes you think they want you now? And look, I'm not saying this in a racist manner. I'm not downing anybody who's white. If you're white and you support me, thank you. If you're black and you support me, thank you. If you're any other type of creed, color, religion, thank you. Thank you. But just take things into context. Ruby Bridges. There was a mob outside. There was a mob trying to get her on her way to school. She had to be escorted by police on her way to school. And this was 60, she's 60 years old now. And people keep acting like this was way back in the past. This was 50, 60 years ago. The Civil Rights Act was, I think, 1964. That was a little over 50 years ago, not even a century ago. You're talking about, oh, that's old news, that's old. No, it's not. 50, 60 years ago, you couldn't be in the same classroom with your white friend. You couldn't even be in the same classroom. If you were seen together, you were killed. Either you were killed or you were thrown in jail. Like, take things in. No. Oh my God, bro. Whew. I don't talk your heads off. My bad, man.
Power to it, been hitting them under house arrest. Forgive me if I sound obsessed, forgive me if I sound depressed. Believe me, that's not how it's meant. They probably thought I couldn't come back and kill the alphabet. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. الشعب يريد اسقاط النظام. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. الشعب يريد اسقاط النظام. Thank you very much.
Like I said, man, you gotta really take things, you gotta really look at things you gotta really look and not just feed into what the media propagates to you. Like, MLK even said before he died that he integrated his people into a burning building. And he didn't get killed because of the I Have a Dream speech. That was not what killed him. He killed him because he talked about how the land that was already on the United States was stolen by the European immigrants that came in. People were promised the 40 acres and a mule. Where was that? Where? But the thing is, remember it was like, oh, was it the Homestead Act? 1863, I think? Yeah, the Homestead Act of 1863. They were promised 40 acres and a mule, but the kicker is you had to buy the land. And most people, especially most black people, couldn't afford the land back then. They couldn't afford it. Especially the black people and the natives that were there. They couldn't afford the land. That's what they don't tell you. You gotta remember, history is not as far back as you think it is. Just 150 years ago, just 150 years ago, they abolished slavery. Just 150 years ago, they abolished slavery. And even after that, they were still keeping people enslaved. So you gotta remember, don't take where you're at for granted, because it's so many things that could be happening to you right now. If you got a roof over your head, be thankful. If you got food in your refrigerator, be thankful. If you got a little bit of money in your wallet, be thankful. If you have a car, be thankful. If you have running water, if you have electricity, if you have Wi-Fi, be thankful. Because there's a million people on earth that wish they were in your position. No matter how terrible you think your life is, it's a million people that would die to be where you're at. Just remember that next time you feel ungrateful. But in other words, I'm out, man. Thanks again for watching. I know this video was super long because I had a really long rant. But, anyways, I'm out though. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Even though this video was super long, like and subscribe. If you haven't already, share the video, hit the notification bell. But in other words, I'm out. Peace.